Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. What if I told you that all the effort you put into impressing women, your gifts, your grand gestures, your endless chasing, actually doesn't matter as much as you think? That women aren't really loyal to what you do for them, but to something far deeper, something invisible yet powerful. Imagine shifting your entire approach and mindset based on this truth, unlocking a magnetic confidence that no superficial action can ever buy. This isn't about playing games or tricks. It's about understanding the fundamental nature of loyalty from a Stoic perspective. It's about realigning your energy and presence to what truly holds value in the female gaze. If you want to stop exhausting yourself on the wrong things and start embodying a calm, steady power that commands genuine loyalty, this video is for you. Stay with me till the very end, because the key insight I'm about to share will change how you see relationships forever. It will teach you what women actually respond to and how to become the man who naturally earns unwavering loyalty, not through what you do, but through who you are. Number one, women are loyal to the energy and respect you consistently show, not material things. What we do now echoes in eternity. Wasn't just talking about grand gestures or monumental achievements. He was pointing to the power of consistent energy, how what you put out every single day shapes your world and the people in it. When it comes to women, loyalty doesn't hinge on the fancy things you bring to the table. It's the energy you consistently give, the respect you unwaveringly show, that builds something lasting. You need to understand this deeply, because it's easy to get caught chasing the wrong markers, wealth, status, possessions, and miss the essence of real connection. Women don't stay loyal to what you do for them, but rather to who you are over time. That means your presence, your attitude, your calm confidence, and the way you treat her and others. This isn't about sporadic kindness or surface-level charm. It's about embodying respect and steady energy in every interaction. Stoicism teaches us that external things, gifts, money, status, are indifferent. They don't define your character or worth. What matters is your virtue, your integrity, your control over your own mind and behavior. When you show respect and energy that is rooted in your principles, it resonates. It doesn't just impress, it creates trust. Start by looking inward. Are you consistent in your energy? Do you bring calmness, assurance, and respect to the moments you share? Or does your attitude shift like the wind, sometimes attentive and warm, other times distracted and cold? You must build a steady inner foundation, because women are wired to pick up on authenticity, not the flash of gifts or grand promises. Imagine your energy as a steady flame, not a flickering candle. That flame is your respect for yourself and others, your calm resilience, your willingness to listen and show up without demand. If you cultivate this flame, it naturally draws loyalty. Here's a practical exercise you can do. Each day, pause for a moment and ask yourself, what kind of energy am I bringing to those I care about? Do this before interactions. Remind yourself that respect isn't a favor, it's a baseline. Practice small actions that reflect this respect. Attentive listening, holding eye contact, speaking with calm clarity, and following through on your word. Over time, this consistent energy forms a pattern that becomes unmistakable. Epictetus said, "Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens." What's in your power is your attitude and your energy. Material things are not in your control in the same way, they can come and go. But your respect and your energy, your virtue, are always yours to manage. When you take responsibility for these, you stop chasing approval through external validation and start creating loyalty that stands the test of time. Another powerful habit is to reflect each evening. Ask yourself, did I show respect today? Was my energy steady, or did I let frustration or impatience take over? Be honest with yourself. This reflection isn't about beating yourself up, it's about awareness. And awareness is the first step toward improvement. The Stoics remind us that control lies not in the events themselves, but in how we respond to them. So choose to respond with calm strength and respect, regardless of the chaos around you. Remember, this is a journey, not a quick fix. Loyalty isn't bought, it's earned in the quiet, consistent moments. So commit to this practice of steady energy and genuine respect, not for show, but because it aligns with who you want to be. This is the real power that commands loyalty. This is what lasts beyond fleeting material gifts and superficial gestures. This is the Stoic way. You've got the power to change your approach starting today. No need to scramble for fancy presents or grand displays. Focus on cultivating your energy, respect, and presence. Show up with virtue and watch how loyalty grows, not because you bought it, but because you embody it. That's where real connection begins. Number 2, true loyalty comes from genuine character, not actions or favors. Imagine this. You're putting effort into doing things for someone, favors, gifts, constant help, thinking that these actions will build loyalty, win trust, or create an unbreakable bond. But here's the Stoic truth that flips the whole idea on its head. Loyalty doesn't come from what you do for others. It comes from who you are, from your genuine character. Said, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. That's the core. No favor, no gesture, no deed can replace the weight of authentic character. You must understand that loyalty is not a transactional currency. It's not something you earn by handing out tokens or by being useful on demand. Instead, it's rooted in consistency, integrity, and authenticity, qualities that reflect your inner self and stand firm regardless of external circumstances. When you live with genuine character, you create a magnetic force that draws people closer, not because you bought their favor, but because you embody trustworthiness. This kind of loyalty withstands the tests of time, hardship, and change. It's unshakable because it's based on who you truly are, not what you do. Now, this might sound challenging because it demands a shift in mindset. It asks you to stop chasing external validation through actions and instead focus on building a solid foundation within yourself. Epictetus reminds us, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. You must commit to being a person of principle, honor, and calm confidence. When you cultivate this inside, the loyalty you receive is no longer conditional or superficial. It becomes an unspoken bond, a quiet promise rooted in respect and mutual understanding. Start by examining your own values and behavior. Are you consistent in your words and actions? Do you stand firm in your principles even when it's inconvenient or when no one is watching? True character is forged in those moments of silence and solitude when you decide what kind of man you want to be. Practice being present and aware of your reactions, especially in situations that test your patience or honesty. The more you align your daily behavior with your deepest values, the stronger your genuine character becomes, and with it, the loyalty others feel toward you. One practical exercise is to spend a few minutes every day reflecting on your actions through the lens of your character. Ask yourself, did I act with integrity today? Was I true to myself, or was I performing for approval? This simple self-check forces you to live intentionally rather than. Over time, this practice sharpens your sense of self and builds the authenticity that others instinctively recognize and respect. Another important point is that loyalty born from genuine character isn't about perfection. It's about growth and resilience. You don't need to be flawless. You need to be real. Embrace your imperfections but commit to improving. This humility combined with steadfastness creates a presence that commands loyalty without effort. It's the quiet strength that makes you reliable in the eyes of others, even when circumstances get tough. Remember, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control: our thoughts, our choices, our character, and let go of external outcomes. Loyalty isn't in your hands to demand or manufacture, but your character is something you can shape every single day. So don't waste your energy trying to buy loyalty with actions or favors. Instead, channel that energy into becoming the kind of man whose presence alone inspires loyalty. That's where true power lies. The more you internalize this, the more you'll see how loyalty follows naturally. Not because you did something, but because you are someone. The choice is yours. Will you chase fleeting approval, or will you build a character so genuine and strong that loyalty becomes an inevitable reflection of your being? Choose to be the man describes, a man worthy of unwavering loyalty because he is fundamentally true to himself and others. Number 3, stoic calmness and emotional strength attract deeper loyalty than grand gestures. Imagine for a moment what it means to be truly unshakable. Not flashy, not loud, but quietly steady, like a rock in the storm. This is the essence of stoic calmness, and it's a magnet for a loyalty that no grand gesture can buy. You see, when you lean on emotional strength, that inner fortress that no outside chaos can topple, you send a message far louder than any elaborate display of affection or show of wealth ever could. Women, yes, women, are drawn to that unwavering presence because it signals something deeper, something real. They don't just want what you can do for them. They want who you are when nothing is being asked of you. And that is loyalty born not from fleeting favors but from genuine respect and trust. Said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. This power you hold, the calm in your storm, the steady breath when others panic, is what makes you a pillar. You become the kind of man who doesn't just react to life but masters it. And here's the truth. Loyalty isn't about gifts or grand romantic acts. It's about reliability in the face of adversity. It's about the way you hold yourself when everything around you threatens to fall apart. Women see this, they feel it, and in their eyes it's worth more than 1,000 compliments or gifts. Now you might think, how do I build this calm, this emotional strength? It's not about pretending to be perfect or masking your feelings. Stoicism teaches you to accept what you cannot control and to focus on your response. So start small. When something tries to unsettle you, pause, breathe deeply. Remind yourself, this moment doesn't control me. This simple exercise is a practice, a muscle you train. Over time, you'll notice the difference. Your reactions become measured, your presence more composed. People, especially women, will naturally gravitate toward that. The next time you feel overwhelmed, instead of rushing to impress or fix everything, practice stillness. Let your calm speak louder than any words, because when you do, you're showing the highest form of strength, emotional resilience. You're embodying Epictetus's wisdom. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This is magnetic. It draws people in, not because you've done something for them, but because you've become a man worth trusting through thick and thin. Here's a practical way to make this real in your daily life. Each morning, set an intention to remain calm no matter what. Visualize challenges and imagine yourself responding with steady confidence. When difficult moments arise, remind yourself that your peace is your power. Don't chase approval or loyalty with flashy acts. Instead, cultivate the calm inside that naturally inspires it. This shift in mindset is your secret weapon. Remember, grand gestures are temporary. They fade like fireworks in the night sky. But calmness, emotional strength, that's your steady flame burning quietly but unbreakably. Women and people in general will see it, feel it, and stand by you because of it. You're not just offering favors, you're offering yourself. And that is loyalty that lasts a lifetime. So start today. Build that calm. Own that strength. Because this is the one thing worth being loyal to. Number 4, women value integrity and authenticity over what you can do for them. Imagine this. You're caught up in the endless chase to impress, to provide, to do more, thinking that's what earns respect, admiration, loyalty. But what if I told you that all this effort, all these gestures, don't matter as much as you think? Women, like all people grounded in their own truth, are drawn not to what you do for them, but to who you are. Authenticity and integrity are the real currency of loyalty. Said, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. That's your call, to embody that truth, not just display a list of favors. When you focus on action over essence, you risk becoming a shadow of yourself, a performance rather than a presence. Women perceive authenticity deeply, even when you don't speak. The quiet confidence that comes from being aligned with your values, from living according to your principles, speaks louder than words or deeds. It's a form of strength that doesn't bend to the whims of circumstance. Epictetus reminded us, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. This means knowing your own character first, then letting everything else flow naturally from that foundation. You have to stop trying to earn loyalty by doing more and instead start embodying the qualities that naturally inspire it. This is not about grand gestures. It's about consistency in your integrity. It's showing up as a man who doesn't waver, who owns his truth calmly, who keeps promises to himself and others, who stands firm in his values even when it's tough. This steadiness builds trust and invites loyalty, not because of what you hand over, but because of what you are at your core. To bring this into your daily life, start with small but deliberate actions. Reflect each morning on one core value you want to embody today: honesty, courage, patience. Then, when you interact with others, don't rush to impress with what you can do or give. Instead, listen attentively, speak genuinely, and act in alignment with that value. Over time, this becomes your default mode, a natural state of being that others, including women, sense and respect deeply. Try this exercise. When you catch yourself thinking about what you can do to win approval or affection, pause, take a breath and ask, am I showing who I truly am right now? If the answer isn't clear or feels forced, recalibrate. Strip away the urge to perform. Be honest with yourself about your feelings and intentions. This isn't weakness, it's courage. It's the Stoic path of aligning your inner world with your outer actions. Remember, loyalty is not a transaction. It's a relationship rooted in truth. When you live authentically, you don't have to chase loyalty. It follows naturally like a shadow. Women value a man who is genuine, who doesn't try to manipulate or impress through superficial means, but who stands firmly in his own integrity. That is what draws them in and keeps them committed. So stop investing your energy in trying to do more and start investing in being more authentic, more consistent, more aligned with your true self. That's the quiet power that resonates deeply. That's the foundation on which real loyalty is built. As put it, if it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Let this be your guiding light in relationships and life. When you live by this, you embody a magnetism no favor or gesture can replace. Number 5, loyalty is earned through self-mastery, not through trying to please or impress. Imagine for a moment that loyalty isn't something handed to you just because you do nice things for someone. It's not about the gifts you give, the favors you perform, or how much you try to impress. No, true loyalty, especially from someone who matters, is rooted in something far deeper. It's earned through self-mastery, through the discipline and calm confidence you cultivate within yourself. The great Stoic emperor reminds us that you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. This strength you build inside, that steady foundation of character, is what draws loyalty naturally. It can't be faked or rushed, and it certainly isn't a product of trying too hard. When you understand this, you begin to see the game differently. Instead of bending over backward trying to win approval through external actions, you shift your energy inward. You commit to mastering your impulses, your emotions, and your judgments. That means cultivating patience when things don't go your way, practicing calmness when faced with uncertainty, and developing resilience when challenges appear. These qualities, forged through consistent effort, are magnetic. They tell others that you are someone reliable, someone steady, someone worth standing by. This is the core of loyalty, not what you do for others, but who you are when no one is watching. You might feel tempted to seek shortcuts, to think that flashy gestures or constant attention will secure loyalty. But those are fleeting. They only scratch the surface. What lasts is the kind of loyalty built on respect for your inner strength, your integrity, your ability to stay grounded regardless of external circumstances. Epictetus put it bluntly, "No man is free who is not master of himself." You want loyalty? Start with mastering yourself. That's where freedom and real influence begin. So how do you start? Begin by noticing your reactions throughout the day. When you face irritation, take a breath and remind yourself that you control how you respond. When anxiety creeps in about what others might think, practice stepping back from those thoughts. Ask yourself, is this within my control? If not, why waste energy on it? These small exercises build the muscle of self-mastery. Over time, this steady control becomes second nature. You aren't tossed about by every opinion or setback. Instead, you stand firm, anchored in your values. And here's a powerful truth. The more you master yourself, the less you need to prove anything. That calm confidence radiates quietly and people notice it. It's not loud or boastful, but it speaks volumes. Women, or anyone you want loyalty from, sense that. They feel safe with someone who doesn't chase approval but commands respect through self-discipline. That feeling creates trust, and trust is the bedrock of loyalty. Try this. For 1 week, focus daily on a single area of your mind or behavior that challenges you. Maybe it's impatience, or a tendency to worry, or reacting too quickly in conversations. Each day, catch yourself slipping and gently correct your course. Write down what you observe. This practice is not about perfection, but about progress. The goal is to cultivate that inner calm and steadiness that can't be shaken by outside noise. Remember, loyalty isn't a transaction. It's the silent result of your journey inward. When you focus on mastering yourself, you're not just building a better version of you. You're creating an unshakable foundation that naturally earns the loyalty you desire. As said, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Be the man who commands loyalty not by trying to impress, but by standing firm in self-mastery. That's the Stoic way, and that's the way that lasts. Remember this, loyalty isn't bought or earned through favors or grand gestures. It's rooted in something far deeper: authenticity, respect, and unwavering character. The Stoics taught us that true strength lies in who you are, not what you do for others. So, focus on becoming the man who stands firm, calm, and true to himself. That's what commands real loyalty. If this perspective shook you, hit like and subscribe to keep sharpening your mindset the Stoic way. Drop your thoughts below. What's one way you'll embody this today? Stay steady, stay real, and watch how loyalty naturally follows. Until next time, keep walking the path of true strength.